Hey, I'm Keaton Gilbreath. I play football at Bearden High School, and this is the No Playbook podcast.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for checking out the show. It's the podcast featuring the outstanding athletes, coaches, and experts from East Tennessee. My name's Casey. It's an exciting week. High school football officially kicking off. All the jamborees are over. It's officially time for real regular season football. One of the things I'm working a lot with this fall is FCA's Rivalry Thursday presented by Covenant Health. Howell plays at Anderson County on Thursday night, and then the big Kickoff Classic this year. It's coming up Saturday at Bearden. Knoxville West plays at Bearden. It's a huge game kicking off the season, and it's available for everyone to watch in East Tennessee on WATE Saturday night. Joining me in the podcast today is one of the players that you're definitely going to hear a lot about during that broadcast, Keaton Gilbreath. He's a standout player for Bearden High School, and we have a great chat about this coming up season for Bearden, his recruiting experience, and we even get to talking a lot about fantasy football. I'll get to Keaton Gilbreath right after this. Sit tight.
Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center has the key for you to be happy, healthy, strong, and more in 2024. The outdoor pool is finally open, and of course, our indoor pool is open year-round. We have all the strength and cardio equipment you could want, basketball and racquetball courts, indoor and outdoor tennis, and of course, pickleball, plus about 85 group fitness classes that take place every week, including my absolute favorite, Sprint. And parents, Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center has complimentary childcare with a family membership. There's also swim and tennis lessons for adults and kids. Month to month with no long-term contracts. It's time to get your summer look started at Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center, Kingston Pike at Pellissippi Parkway. You can call 531-5000. That's 531-5000, or visit fshfc.com for Fort Sanders Health and Fitness Center.
Keaton, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Good. I love it when folks come on the show and they're sporting their school sportswear.
Yeah. I just thought it'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah, Brooks Wright did that when I had him on last year. So you Bearden guys, you go strong with the Bearden stuff. I like it.
Yeah, we usually, all my friends, we have a lot of gear. Our coaches, they're always hooked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so tomorrow's first day of school, right?
Yeah, it is.
Senior year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You excited about that?
Yeah, yes and no. Excited and nervous, but yeah.
Have you had to go through like an open house? Do you even do that still this late in the school career?
Not really. Yesterday we had to go pick up like a parking pass, but nothing like touring the school.
Do you guys decorate the parking spots? Like, do you get your own parking place?
We used to, but as of last year they stopped doing that.
Okay. I've seen some of the schools where they go and like the seniors will like paint their specific spot. I didn't know if you guys do that as well.
Yeah, no, we used to, and then I don't know, it just got too complicated.
Yeah. What would you have decorated yours as?
I don't know. Probably Tennessee sports, probably.
There you go. I love that.
Yeah.
So, have you been a Knoxvilleian your whole life?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Cool. So big Vols fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk about you guys are just finishing up with all the summer practices and everything. You're about to get into the real season. What should we expect from Bearden in 2024?
Expects big things. We've been working really hard all off season. We've implemented new systems, new schemes, and we're going to be good. That's all I really have to say.
Yeah. Is there a specific game that you keep your eye on?
Obviously West. My big three is West, Maryville, and Farragut. Just because those are probably our three biggest rivals.
Mhm.
I think we're due to beat West. Maryville is going to be tricky, just because we lost Brody. Um, and then Farragut's our biggest rival, so that's always
Yeah.
an exciting game.
Well, now Bearden got the win over Maryville last year.
Yeah.
That was the first time in forever.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That was my first start, and I was nerves were, they were blowing up. I was scared.
Mhm. Well, I think they've got their quarterback. Is he a sophomore, maybe?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to play with his older brother. I used to play baseball with him, but so I know the family a little bit. But yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Okay. So how many sports do you play, Keaton?
I just play football. I mean, play a little golf, but we're not going to count that.
Yeah. Um, so football is your main focus. Uh, what does the kind of recruiting trail look like for you so far?
Recently it's just been some smaller schools like D3 mainly. I'm not really sure if I want to play in college yet. Um, I have a really good GPA and a good ACT score, so that obviously helps. Um, but it's mainly just been light contact with some smaller coaches.
Now, for folks that might be listening that are interested in, even getting some nibbles from a D3 route, how does that go? Do you reach out to them? Do they reach out to you from like the first communication?
It really depends. It always helps if you reach out, and then at Bearden, we also have a good like pipeline. A lot of coaches will come through, and that helps just by word of mouth. Um, and also, just keeping up good grades in school. If a coach comes by and then they'll look at the roster, see your GPA, that always helps.
So now, if you do go the route of saying goodbye to competitive football after the season and don't go play in the D3 level, what are you looking at for the next level? Do you have like a major picked out or even a school that you want to go to?
I know I want to go to UT. I'm not really sure major. Probably something like health sciences, but I don't know. Still kind of undecided.
Yeah. In my line of work, there's so many folks that have like kinesiology degree, that kind of thing, end
Hmm.
up as a personal trainer or go into like physical therapy, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be cool for sure. I just got done. We just shot a commercial where I'm working today for Rivalry Thursday. We're gonna have several games out there with you guys.
Hmm.
Covenant Health is the presenting sponsor, so we're gonna be there and just making sure we've got all those commercials together with Mark Packer. What's one of the first Bearden games you guys have? Do you have one on a Thursday?
I know we have Maryville and I think Bradley, um,
I know what I was looking at. The Kickoff
and then
Classic. It
West is
is this
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, man, getting West to kick off the season, that's tough. Maybe you can get them while they're sleeping though.
Yeah. The locker room's buzzing. We're excited.
That's good. I mean, it's you got that game at home. West, two-time state champions coming to town. That should be a big game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be there under a tent giving out some free swag to parents that are coming there under the Covenant
Yeah.
Health tent. Um,
Hmm.
but let, just going into this high school season, what do you think is the number one thing you want to improve on?
Me personally is being more of like a leader. I kind of was not forced, but like stepped into a leader role. And then I kind of feel like I've been a little subpar at it. Um, I don't know. I'm not a very vocal guy. So I kind of want to step up and be like a leader on the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And your dedication that you've been talking about in the classroom that's being a great example too to some of those
Yeah.
underclassmen that might not even recognize how important that part is as well.
Hmm.
What about other hobbies? Like, we just finished up with summertime. What did you do in addition to football training?
I played a lot of golf. I would like to say I'm good, but I don't know. I'm still shooting in the 90s. But I played golf with the new NCAA game came out. Played that a lot. And then I kind of just spent time with friends and family. It was kind of a laid back summer.
How cool would it be to be able to play as yourself in the new college game, just since they're going to be getting that NIL, recognition?
Yeah, I know it'd be awesome. Um, we had a running back last year. He went to Purdue, so we've been able to play with him, which that's really cool. And then there's some
Awesome.
other area guys. I know Noah Vaughn from Maryville. I think 2 years ago, he's on Virginia, and so I got to play against him, which is really cool.
Yeah. There's a kid that went to Baylor, Caleb Hampton, and he
Hmm.
goes to Stanford. He was the kid I did a lot of work with at the D1 training down in Chattanooga. I bet he's a kid that'd be fun to play with as well.
Yeah.
I wonder, like Braylon Harmon, Sam Tummins, are those guys going to be getting recognition or
Um,
not since they're walk-ons?
I don't I don't think so. I I don't know. And
You can
maybe in
always
the
create
future, but
create a player.
yeah, I mean, you could probably create them, which would be really cool, but I don't
I haven't gotten to play the new game. What is it? Is it just like the old ones?
know. It's kind of a mix between the old ones and Mad, but I don't know, I like this one better.
Yeah, just all the little things they've added, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean Nealand looks perfect. The jerseys are they're always really nice. Um, I don't know, it's you can tell they put a lot of time into it.
So this in May, I was at an event in Nashville, and On3 was putting it on, and they had like 50 of the top football recruits in the country. And they part of the deal was they played a Madden tournament.
Hmm.
Um, and I thought that was really fun to watch those guys getting really into it and super competitive with a video game as well.
Yeah.
What about fantasy football? You do that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm the commissioner of our league. I think we got 12 guys. We upped it last year. We've had it since seventh grade. I mean, it gets competitive.
You know, I was actually thinking about starting a league because I'm always commissioner too in my leagues. I'm just
Mhm.
that guy, you know, it's
Yeah.
like a commissioner personality.
Mhm.
I was thinking about it would be cool to put together a league with a bunch of the high school football players in Knoxville that I've had on
Mhm.
the show.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I join it.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe I'll put that together. What is your usual like go-to team name?
I don't know. We all like will change it up. I don't know. Usually I do something, I don't know. We always have like some crazy name and then we'll change it to like talk trash about our opponent. So like I know remember one week it was like a rivalry week and the teams they just changing their name to just talk trash.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Jerry Maguire?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you know what the movie is? So he's a sports agent.
I don't know. No, I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, it's a heck of a movie. You should go watch it. But what in that I like to take team names from football movies,
Mhm.
and I always go with Ambassador of Quan, which is it's a made up term that the guy uses in that movie. But there's great ones from Remember the Titans as well.
Yeah.
Always good ones there. Do you have a strategy like you go RB heavy one,
It
wide
it kind
receiver?
of depends on where I'm drafting from. I know last year I had tw pick 12 and I went Bijan and Tony Pollard. Um and then I don't know, I came in like seventh last year. So I don't really know if it worked out good, but we'll see this year.
Yeah. So what's something that very few people know about you, Keaton?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, most people know I have a dog, but I don't really know how much like they know I love him, if that makes sense. Like if he's just sitting on the couch, then I'll go over and just lay with him for like an hour. Um, and then I'll always usually when I get home from practice, I'll go outside and play with him for like 15, 30 minutes. And then I don't know, I feel like most people don't see that yet.
Yeah. What kind of dog is it?
He's a mutt. He has mix of like blue tick hound, German shepherd, and like a hunting dog mix. But he has like seven. Yeah,
Huh? He sounds like he's a good dog to play with in the backyard, though. That's good.
yeah, he is.
So, something everybody gets on the show. Tell me an unforgettable sports memory for you, either as an athlete or as a spectator, or both.
Um, Well, as a spectator, it's definitely the Bama Tennessee game where they tore the goalpost down. I mean,
Were you
that was
there?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It was it was surreal. I mean, I don't have any words to describe it. It was awesome, basically.
I can remember the ball being up in the air, and when you can first start to tell that it had been tipped, I think. And I think it hung there for a good 5 minutes before it finally went through.
Yeah, no, it felt like it was in the air the entire night. I mean, and where our seats were, we couldn't tell. And so we just had to wait for the refs to signal. And then once they put their hands up, it was crazy.
So, what about as an athlete?
Probably the Maryville game last year. I mean, I had quite a few blocks that Jason was able to spring off and score touchdowns, and then going to the sidelines and seeing like my coaches all hyped up. I don't know, it was a different kind of feeling.
Yeah. And probably a game. I've wondered. It seems that when you're playing Maryville and Alcoa, when they're in those really long stretches, probably like this when you play Farragut baseball too. Like, do teams go into it rejected, like, oh, we can't beat this team, or do you go into it like today's the day?
I mean, every game I played, I always kind of feel like we have a chip on our shoulder. Because, I mean, you look at 5 years ago at Bearden, no one really thought we were anything. And now here we are, and I feel like we're the team to beat in the area.
Coach Jones has done some good stuff since he's been there, right?
Yeah, yeah, he is.
What about like training off the field? Do you hit the weight room very often?
Um, I mean, we have a really good like workout plan. Um, we're in there probably 3 to 4 times a week. And their workouts, they're tough. I mean, it's not fun when you have a 2.5 hour practice and then have to go in and do probably a full set of back squats. But um, I mean, we've all gotten stronger. I probably put on probably 15 to 20 pounds this off season.
Wow,
So I mean,
there you go, man. So what's one thing that we need to watch for? Like something that we're not expecting. We know some of the great players coming back for Bearden. What's somebody who's one player that's going to surprise this season?
um, on the offensive side, probably Drew. I mean, he got moved from quarterback, and I feel like people they underestimate him as an athlete, and I think he's gonna have a really big year. Um, and on the defensive side of the ball is Ethan Hill. I mean, he's huge. He's strong and he's fast. I think he runs in the 4.6 or 4.7, and as a defensive end, and he's gonna he's gonna have a year.
So now, talking about what was it? Is it Drew? His dad's the basketball coach. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I was just talking with Mark Packer about him not half an hour ago. He's going to wide receiver and defensive back, right?
Yeah, playing like a slot receiver and he's playing some free safety.
Okay. Good. All right, man. I'm gonna put this together and have it out very soon. Best of luck to you tomorrow, starting school and
Mhm.
the season. I'll be there to watch you guys on the 24th. Yeah, against
Yeah.
West.
Yeah.
Starting soon. All right, buddy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thanks for
See you,
having
dude.
me.
Yeah, man. Later.
See ya.